Okay, sorry for the late reply here. I was just on vacation with my family for the last week, and I'm just getting back into the swing of things. I'm going through some comments now on the most recent part of the Ferris and Sloan skit, and there are a lot of comments, so I'm going to address a few different things that I keep seeing, and then I'll get filming for some new skits for this week. Okay, so first comment that I'm seeing a lot is about the Cal and Johnny thing at the end. This says, the math ain't math in here. Cal called Johnny. Why? And what does he mean by fresh start? So some other questions that people had about this same scenario was like, how did Cal get Johnny's number? How did he just show up and know where he lives? So let me explain a few things. First things first, did everyone forget about movie magic? Don't you remember like those old soap operas or TV shows from the 90s? And I'm sure it still happens, but people just find people. Like in a romantic comedy, like they just show up at a train station knowing someone's gonna be there and just know the exact spot to show up to. Or someone meets someone one time and they're able to somehow get their phone number or show up at the house. So that's what I was kind of thinking of in those ways. But behind that, I was also thinking like he could easily go on social media, send him a message. We don't necessarily see every single thing that happens, but I kind of opened up to the audience to kind of figure out like, okay, they somehow contacted each other and were able to connect in another place. People were also confused by what does he mean by fresh start? He's like, do they know each other? Did something happen? Are they brothers? I saw so many different guesses out there. So again, I'm sorry if this was very confusing. Now, in that skit where they met at dinner, they didn't talk too much, but you could tell there'd be some kind of tension, right? Because Jenny comes in with Cal not knowing Johnny's going to be there. Johnny thinks he's there for a date with Jenny, realizing, oh, she's kind of with this Cal guy, but then it ends kind of weird. Johnny leaves in a hurry, but you could tell like they don't really interact too much, but it's kind of this like beef because they're there for the same girl. So in my mind, Cal is realizing that he kind of screwed up and he doesn't have access to Jenny anymore. She's either talking to someone else and just not interested in him. But he knows that she was on the phone with someone that was not him. So his first instinct is maybe it's Johnny. So this might come out in a future part of the series. I'm not sure yet. But my thought was that he's like, I'm going to reach out to Johnny and just try to make things right with him. And maybe like we can be buddies. Another thing I saw, which like kind of annoyed me, but I was like, whatever. People are entitled to their own opinions. People also forget that I make this up as I go. Like I don't have a full series written and I'm just like, each part, here we go. I pick it up and I'm like, let's see what happens. Let's see how long I film for. Let's see what drama can come up, right? But someone said, like, I don't like how the way this series is going. It seems like a romantic comedy and not like drama about the mother-in-law, Ferris and Sloan. And if you want to make a romantic comedy, you should make a whole new channel with just romantic comedies. So what I have to say to that is any kind of movie, video, story cannot all just be drama. Yes, it can be a drama series and there can be drama that happens, but you need different things to build up around it. You need new characters brought in. You need new storylines brought in because that's going to help create more drama, right? Now, I am no expert, but I thought with season 1 being a main focus on Ferris and Sloan and the mother-in-law, that if I continued constant drama around those three only, it would kind of get exhausted and just seem very routine and repetitive, that I was like, you know, we need to throw in some more characters and some more storylines to create more space for drama, if that makes sense. So sorry that was long and sorry if that was confusing. I film these kind of as I go, so I don't necessarily always think it through. And so sometimes like in my head, when I'm creating a scene, I picture it in my head as it's going on. So if I don't get that across the screen, I apologize. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. I know a lot of you still are. So thank you for all the excited comments for it. I'm going to work on the next part or two today and tomorrow, and I will get them out shortly. But if there's any other questions you guys have, feel free to comment them here, and I'll be replying to them throughout the week. All right, bye guys.